In 2003, I joined the military, wanting to see the world. My first duty station was Misawa, Japan, 800 miles north of Tokyo and 250 miles north of Fukushima. Unlike other sailors, I didn't sit on base and drink. Instead, I explored. Something I wouldn't have done to the extent I did if it weren't for this guy, Robert Keith Isaacs. Over the course of 2 years, we spent all of our income on going here and there and everywhere. And we still do it today. Aeon Media is mostly about getting outdoors, which is something that Robert has always inspired me to do. Not just outside, but out to see what's beyond the next bend in the road. This is Lake Tawada, and we went here every weekend we had off and found something new. It was here that we started our photography hobby, him with digital and photos like this hawk, and me with film and dozens of rolls of undeveloped shots. Doing photography with him has always pushed me to get better, to do better. We didn't just do photography, though. We immersed ourselves in the culture of Japan. Each time we went to one of the thousands of Shinto shrines that dotted the landscape, we observed harai, or the traditional washing of hands in spirit before praying at the shrine. And we didn't just take pictures of shrines, either. We did tons of landscape photography, which made for some awkward stopping places. This was not, as we had thought, a closed business with a large parking lot, but a guy's house with a large parking lot. Instead of calling the police, he invited us into his house for tea. We chatted about how he spends 6 months of snowed-in winters. One was spent hand-creating this masterpiece pagoda. He was my first interview. One of my first great adventures was to see cherry blossoms at a local sakura festival. I went in not knowing much, but that there was a moat and a castle. What I found was a dreamland of pink and petals at Castle Hirosaki. The castle was built in 1611 and has the largest concentration of cherry blossoms in the world. This wasn't just the seat of a mighty clan to me. This was when I fell in love with traveling and the things we do it in. You see, to get here, you had to go down some very windy mountain passes. And we did it in this, a 1994 Toyota MR2 with a naturally aspirated engine, a hardtop, and the soul of a Ferrari. When I was buying 5-seater people carriers, he got something that made him happy, and it made me happy to learn the joy of cars. Japan isn't just about Shinto shrines and cars and amazing twisty roads, though all 3 of those are great reasons to visit. It also has a rich Buddhist history, too. These 4 guardians keep watch over the most amazing place we visited, in my opinion. You may not think it, but this place smells terrible. Osore-zan, a place of great importance in the Japanese afterlife legends, is built on a volcanically active sulfur vent, strong enough to corrode iron. Meandering around the park, you may hear the guttural vibrations of monks chatting, but you smell rotten eggs. This spiritual statue stands watch near the entrance to Osore-zan, also called Mount Fear, where good souls cross into the afterlife over the Sanzu River and bad people are forced to wander the earth forever. On top of experiencing the people and the culture, we also experienced what inhabited the outdoors. After taking a wrong road to get to Juniko, or 12 Lakes, we glimpsed these wild monkeys along the side of the soon-to-be washed-out road. Imagine our surprise when we encountered this foal, who, when standing, was taller than our sports car. At the northernmost point of the main island of Honshu, we found Cape Shuriazaki, a lighthouse that kept 1800s sailors safe, and Kanda Chime horses. Even when we were in town, our life in Japan was about experiencing the world around us. Around the corner, or the block, or over the mountains. If it weren't for the time I spent in Japan, adventuring, driving, and seeing, I wouldn't be who and where I am today.